can't believe I'm gonna say this, mostly because of the title and also because of the title, but K-pop Demon Hunters kind of rips, and I really want to talk about it, so let's do that, I guess. So K-pop Demon Hunters was directed by Chris Applehans and Maggie Kang, and it's a Netflix movie made by Sony Pictures, by the Sony Animation Studios. I don't know if they're their own studio. Anyway, it's made by Sony Animation, who also brought us the Spider-Verse movies and, I don't know, probably other things. I assume other things. Some of them good, some of them bad. I didn't do a lot of research for this. Oh, and before we even get really deep in the paint, my wife sewed this sweater together. Her name is Darcy, and she sewed this sweatshirt. She took two of them, cut them apart, made a thing, and I kind of ruined it by this sketch-ass logo. But anyway, it's cool, and I'm proud of her, and she did a really good job, so I just wanted to wrap that really quick. Not really the point of the video. K-pop Demon Hunters. I feel so stupid saying the name, because it is, and this is my biggest issue with the movie, and also the thing I respect the most about it. The title of the film, K-pop Demon Hunters, is so blatantly transparent that when you finish the movie, there is no arguing that it is the correct title for it, because what was the movie? The movie was K-pop Demon Hunters. There is no other titling that would work for this, that you could go the Luca route and just name it after one of the characters, but that doesn't fit the movie. That isn't what it is. This is a genuinely bombastic, very transparent film just as a whole. Like, it is not pretending to be anything else. It is not trying to cater to anyone else. This is a movie for people who would be interested in the idea of K-pop Demon Hunters. And here's the thing, I'm not those people. Demon Hunters, sure, that's a thing I would be interested in. K-pop is not my jam. It is a thing that I'm like, sure, it's fine, I guess. The K-pop fans, I'll be honest, a little bothered by, a little frustrated by, and that's not fair, right? That's on me. That's my own personal problem. I have lots of things that I'm a huge fan of and super, super weird about it. So I should not be judging the K-pop fans, and I am, but I shouldn't be, and I'm trying not to be. Anyway, K-pop not really my jam. K-pop fans not my jam. And so when people were losing their minds over a movie called K-pop Demon Hunters, yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't think this was really gonna be for me. This was not in the cards for me to enjoy it. And then my sister watched it, Jamie, and she loved it. And then my buddy Lincoln, okay, so this is my thing. Lincoln is a man whose favorite movie is Dune, and I'm pretty sure not the new one. He's a person with very odd opinions, most of which you can hear on our podcast, MPRPH, Motion Picture Retribution Power Hour. Go check that out. We watch bad movies. That's not really what I'm trying to plug here, but he's a person with very strange opinions, but I generally think well-formed opinions. My sister also is that way, by the way. This is not a dig on her. I feel like I am dodging bullets at every single second of this video. But Lincoln being interested in this movie and loving it so deeply really threw me off, because he is not an anime guy, not a K-pop guy. That's not his jam. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm watching K-pop Demon Hunters because everyone I know is talking about it. So here we are. I have now seen K-pop Demon Hunters, and I am now one of the people telling other people to watch it. With a little bit of shame, to be fair, but I'm spreading the good news of K-pop Demon Hunters. So let's dive into some actual thoughts on the movie, because I've spent long enough trying to justify myself. This is phenomenal in almost every regard. And I'm just gonna spoil it because it's on Netflix. If you have Netflix, go watch it. If not, maybe get Netflix for this. Or maybe go see it in the sing-along in theaters if you want to have that experience, which I've heard is a heinous experience for a person like me. But at its core, this is a story about 3 K-pop singers who are using their voices, their music, to solidify the barrier against demons in the real world, in the living world where the people are. And the demons have an idea to make their own boy band and get all the fans, steal all their souls, and win against these demon hunters. It's a crazy concept for a movie, and it's crazy that it's a movie that I like. But the things that I enjoy about it, 1, it is extremely heartfelt. It really genuinely, like, the story is very kind, it's very sweet, it's very human, and it isn't a story about just like finding your own personal strength along the way. It's a story about opening up to the people around you, being vulnerable, accepting things about yourself, but not as in accepting because they were always good, but accepting the good and the bad and learning to move forward, which I think is very cool and not really the message of a lot of animated movies. Not a lot of messages for kids' movies these days are, yes, some of you is good, some of you is bad, and that's how it is. That's what being a human is, and you can work through those things and not just love and accept every single part of yourself. I think that's an important message to be giving to people. But outside of the messaging, the movie's just also fun as hell. Like, it is 96 minutes, I think, and it packs so much into it. Very, very, very nearly to its detriment, but never completely. There are moments where I think we're close, very close to breezing past some things that we really should have lived in for a little bit longer. But the movie as a whole does a very good job of pacing itself so that by the time we get to the end, it feels earned. It feels like we have character arcs for all of these people. Nothing feels trite or overdone. It really is just a very efficient, very solid movie. As dumb as it sounds, I kind of relate it to Home Alone in that way, where every time I start the movie Home Alone, I kind of go like, I don't know, I guess it's like a classic, we should probably watch it. And then max 5 minutes into the film, I am locked in for the rest of the movie. And K-Pop Demon Hunters felt that exact same way. Although the barrier for K-Pop Demon Hunters was so much higher than Home Alone. I expected to hate this movie. I expected to end watching this movie with my sister, who loves it, and have to be like, I see why people might like it. I see why there's merit to it. And now here I am making a video on a day where I don't have time to make a video. I don't have the room in my schedule to make a K-Pop Demon Hunters video, but here I am making the K-Pop Demon Hunters video. Also, the animation is insane. There were moments that I found myself kind of being like, yeah, well, Spider-Verse pioneered this animation style, and as cool as it is, it just doesn't quite reach the heights of what that's trying to do. And then I realized, like, there's a bathhouse scene where there's a fight with these water demons in the bathhouse, and it hit me that the choreography of those action sequences is spectacular. And yes, just because Spider-Verse also has spectacular choreography and incredible animation and is beautiful and maybe even better in all of those regards, that does not make this any less impressive. This is a genuine undertaking of a film. Like, it is crazy to me, as someone who draws comics, has to think through fight scenes literally all the time. It is insane what they're able to do, and the way that they're able to bring this charismatic, magnetic energy to every fight scene while never losing the depth and tone and substance of the movie. They also do this very fun thing that feels very extremely anime, where it is a naturalistic looking world. It feels real. Heightened obviously, and neon and all that, but it feels realistic. And then the facial expressions are way over exaggerated, cartoonish almost. A character will turn into a little chibi, or popcorn will pop out of their eyes. It becomes this maximalist, expressive thing, and part of me at the beginning of the movie was a little bit bummed that it wasn't taking itself more seriously. And then I realized that's kind of the whole thing. Like, that is what this movie is doing. And I have said it before, I will say it again for the rest of my life. Going into a movie, watching it, hoping it will be something, and judging it based on what you wanted it to be versus what it actually is a stupid way to consume media. And it always will be. And I was doing that. I was hoping, trying to make this movie something that it wasn't. And after about 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, I clicked into what was happening. I locked into what the movie was actually bringing, what it was trying to do, the ways that it was trying to do it, these bright, poppy, neon, explosive, emotional, dramatic, exciting things. And all of a sudden, I was really enjoying the movie. It's funny how that works. If you engage with art in the way that it intended to be engaged with it, it usually works a lot better than if you engage with art hoping it's going to be something different than it was ever trying to be. K-Pop Demon Hunters. So much fun. So much fun. It is insane to me how great this movie is. The villains are really interesting, not scary, which I was interested to see how they were going to handle the whole demon thing. It feels like a more Asian influence kind of demon, which makes sense, but I love how each of them has their own specific design. So much work had to have gone into the designing of all of these demons because they each look different from anybody else. There's different classes and types and roles, and all of them look different, but all of those classes and types, the people or the demons within those types look different from each other also, which is crazy. The character design is also really fun. I'm a big outfits guy. I don't know what that says about me, but I am really into the costume design, even in animated films. And there are so many wonderful outfits, so many exceptional outfits. Also, and this feels important to talk about, the K-pop is really good. Like, the music is just extremely good in this, and maybe I'd like K-pop. I'm learning a lot about myself from this movie, to be entirely honest with you. I'm challenging my biases, and they are Coming up real week, the music in this movie is exceptionally fun. It fits the tone really well, but it also is just like really good workout music too. Like, I'm just gonna pump some iron to some of these tunes, and I don't know how I feel about that because I was not expecting. I don't know. I'm just, there's an element to me that is trying to fight against liking this movie, and I think in this moment I'm realizing I need to just put that to death because there's so much horrendous shit happening in this world right now, and if a thing can pump me up and get me excited and make me feel happy and just sort of exuberant and joyous, maybe I don't have to justify that. Maybe I don't have to pretend like it's weird that I like this or whatever. And I'm not even pretending. It is weird that I like this. Maybe I don't have to feel weird about liking K-pop Demon Hunters because it's a kick-ass movie that's a lot of fun, and why wouldn't I like a kick-ass movie that's a lot of fun? This is more for me than you at this point. I don't have to bring my own personal biases of whether or not I like anime or K-pop or whatever into this. Movie rules. K-pop Demon Hunters kicks so much ass, it's not even funny. Yeah, I highly recommend checking out this movie. I still am kind of blown away that this was just dropped on Netflix because it feels like the kind of thing that you would put into a theater. It feels theatrical worthy, and we've seen a lot worse movies get a lot better treatment. Start putting Netflix movies in theaters, maybe. I heard that we might get the new Knives Out in select theaters, so that's good. Just do that more because you'll make money. And I guess they are, now that I'm thinking about it, they are putting it in theaters, but as a sing-along version, which for people who are into sing-along versions is awesome, and I'm very excited about that. I would also like to just maybe see this in a theater without that element of it, without the singing. That would be very cool. But K-pop Demon Hunters, really, really fun. I absolutely loved it. I don't know. I can never predict what's going to be in my top 10, but this is in the running. This is in my list of potential top 10 of the year movies because it's just a hell of a time. What did you think, though? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video and checking out my channel. If you liked if you'd like to hear me talk about this and question all my biases and wonder if I'm doing well, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and comment down below what you'd like me to challenge next. Or do none of that because I am not your dad.